Yeah, we just finished a giveaway, Sage Funcom. Hello engineer, today you'll be driving GMD and EMD GP35 DD35 demonstrator set from here at Oroville to Keddy. We've priority over all other trains with the exception of the Zephyr, so proceed when ready. I'll have a look at the train in a minute. Mr. Yo Video Productions, select GBP and then it enables PayPal. It's really odd. It'll still take the dollars, it'll do a currency conversion okay, but yeah, it's just really odd that it only does PayPal when you select pounds. This is part of the GP35 pack, I think, Sprinter. Did I say PlayPal? Oh, the Demonstrator Liveries and Marketplace add-on for DD35 back. There you go. So the bit at the front is a GP35. That's a DD35B unit. That's the test car, which is like an F7 B unit converted. That's a DD35 and that's a GP35. Yeah, that's the DD35. It's a B unit. Stephen Jam. So what you need, you can get it without buying something. Get one of the free demos or something like that. That goes through the same process. I think they've got some demo versions or some freebie editions. If you get one of those, then that will work. Meep, James Brodowski, thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. That pushes us up to 1210. Charity streams are always great. Thanks for hosting them. You're more than welcome, Meep. Steam Workshop's been down all morning. Yeah, so other people were saying, Rob. Glad I got ready last night. Hope it's back up for Rob's scenario. Otherwise, no. Rob, if Workshop is still down when yours is done, you'll just have to send me a link. Via mobile, you should be able to do less than £2, Moggy. I mean, it defaults are suggesting one. Oh, here we go. So we've had a donation in for a £10. There you go. It's a 12 won't happen anymore. Thank you very much. Mobile donation in there. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, thank you very much, Briar. Sorry, your name didn't come up on it. But thank you very much indeed. Speed increase happen very shortly. Yeah, don't worry about it, Emma. You look after you. It's unusual, isn't it? I like any livery which stands out as being a bit different to the norm. Because it's interesting to see and interesting to know it exists. See you later, John0124 Gaming. You've got no sound, Fab Diva, and you'll have to use interpretive dance and get translation from Feline Overlord. Did something happen with EWS livery in Xbox One version? How do you mean, Brian? What's up with it? Should be there. Can't select it. Who? That's unusual. Will it still work in the... So I think aggregates unloaded uses it. Does that work okay? So you know you have to press the button to, I think it's the, I don't know what button it is, a B key maybe, that allows you to swap it. Effectively you select the 66, you press a button, then it gives you the livery selector, and then you can pick the livery. Hey Rob, thank you for gifting Moobot. Hey train, 222. You can get that to work. Oh. Interesting. I haven't actually got it installed on my Xbox here, so I can't test it. Is there anybody else here who's got Xbox One with TS World who can test that out? Hey BEKNS, thank you very much for saying that, that's much appreciated. Jill just hit you because you said when she yawned, it's that Shildon Tunnel portal. You live a dangerous life, Chris. You live a dangerous life. Yes, I did woe wrong. Never mind. Oh, here we go. That worked. She said you got a lot of making up to do. Yeah, I know. In aggregates it appears on PS4, but it's unreliable, changing outside of that scenario. The inside of the train is broken as well. How's it broken, Dex? That's bizarre. I think I've got a video on how to do level crossings, Amma. I did it as part of my laying milk float things. There's also a really good video someone else did about it that I learned it from. You can't do what my kids do, Amara, and watch 13 things at once. How's that for a screenshot, Steve? JP starting to get a little OCD with these amounts, but hey, it's good. A good cause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 56. Nice one, JP. Thank you. going to turn the microphone off while I munch packet crisps. I turned the wrong thing off. Yes, sinks further of a canyon. Just see the back of it in the distance there, look. Not a lot so far, Sinks. Me eating crisps. Nice S-bend location. S-bends are always good for photographs. Hi, hello Isaac, how you doing? Was it a long interview when you left Luke? It took a bit of time to get set up. There was some technology issues, GT Skype. But no, it wasn't particularly long. I'll find out when I find out when it's on. It'll be on Radio 5 Live at some point, but I don't know when exactly. Favourite EMU and DMU? So favourite EMU probably the Javelin 395 because they're so versatile. The favourite DMU, I might go for like a 101 or no Pacer, obviously Pacer. No, the 5 Live isn't always live. I don't know quite why they call it 5 Live. I did an interview thing with Trains magazine the other day, so hopefully there'll be something there soon. There was the one that was published a little while ago in Daily Star on their website. That was quite useful. Hopefully I think that was quite informative. I'll be honest, most of the reason I like the Pacer Chinks is because nobody else does. Yes, the Daily Star one does briefly mention tools. LZ Track 1 North. We're making a stop at James to allow the westbound Zephyr to pass. Isaac is King, thank you for the follow. I have to say I'm curious about this livery change thing. I'm going to fire the PS4 up after this scenario just to check that out. Just a couple of minutes. Yeah, the racetrack is very good, isn't it, Sinks? It took the author somewhere near a year to get all of the junction work correct on the approach south of Chicago. Chris, thank you very much for the cheers. So we're at $136 so far in cheers. It won't switch if you don't download the full version data. Interesting. I don't know what you mean by that. Or have you not got... I thought you were using the full version prior. Oh, I see. So you upgraded your Xbox One S, but left the S running effectively Founders Edition. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Because there would have been an update, which should have changed it. Okay, so I need to get someone to test Founders Edition without actually buying the update to make sure the update still works correctly. I thought they just did that, but that sounds like that might not be working. Unless it's the fact that your account says you own something which is not installed on your machine, and that's just confusing everything. That's an interesting idea. So the issue you were talking about with the blurring around the cab, that's an artifact of the temporal anti-aliasing. There's not a lot to do about that at the moment. It's the same thing as the wheel blurring. Have I got a personal track safety certificate? No, I don't. It's one of those things that I think in order to get one of those, someone's got to sponsor you, and there's no reason why anyone would do that. Cameron Young, £15. Thank you very much indeed, Cameron. That evens up to a nice round $12.50. Don't forget, folks, keep those donations coming in for My Shining Star. Very, very worthy charity. They basically go around helping people, helping families where their kids are suffering with cancer. Oh, that's interesting, Dex. You can put something to say when you donate. Yes, you can. It should show up on the screen. Oh, it says CG Live on the other thing. You notice it says CG Live over there on the other side of the screen. Yeah, I've had a couple of cab rides from platforms, but I'll never turn any down. Got a cab ride on a 315 into Liverpool Street and then back to Ilford, which was good. Enjoyed that. Nice one, Briar. You're training on freight, aren't you? Yeah, you were GBRF, nice. Yes, GBRF have gone for 56s, haven't they? They're making a comeback, aren't they? Because they're actually, ironically, they're more compliant than the newer locos. Oh no, either that or they're too old that they don't count. Is it like cars where once they're over a certain age they don't count for the newer regulations? Therefore, they're going back to the older locos because they don't have to comply or something like that. Until there are newer locos that do comply. engine in 56 instead of 66 cab layout. Oh, interesting. So putting the American control stand in and everything else. That'd be really interesting to model, wouldn't it? So now we don't have a GPRF license. No, GPRF have never operated those sevens, have they? Not that I can recall. So whereabouts are you based then, Briar? Are you Suffolk way? I don't know where GPRF operate out, but I know they do a lot of stuff around Suffolk. Dissolution 79. So I am planning on going to the West Somerset Steam Gala in end of September. Oh, you're at Willesden, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've got to stop, Stephen. Didn't feel like there was any need to rush to the stop. Did you get a couple of shots, or are you happy that you got a couple of shots, or do you want me to swing the camera around again? Dex, you're considering a complete career change to being a train driver. Wow. I think as long as you're aware that the game can let you get into potentially bad habits, Dex, and that you take your training 100% seriously and not assume that the game has prepared you, then you should be fine. Because the game is going to take shortcuts. It's not a complete simulation. But what it should do is make your training a lot easier, I would have thought. Because you already come with the familiarity that you need. Good job, engineers. Take a break before proceeding to the canyon. Right, so